Okay, Mr. Ethan here did the Border Route hiking trail. It's described as one of the most primitive hiking trails in the Midwest. It's actually, I looked it up, that's actually what it's called. So, yeah, so let's talk about like challenge on the trail.
Challenge on the trail.
Yeah.
Well, that's a good one because a lot of the trail is really challenging.
Yeah.
But the Border Route trail was just like...
And this is a hiking trip?
Yeah, it was a hiking trip. And it was just straight challenge almost.
What made it challenging?
Well, it was already primitive, meaning that they had no actual campsites and the trail was fairly poorly maintained. But then we just had a blowdown, which is a very big storm, which just knocked tons of trees straight onto the path.
Yeah.
And so we would spend days just climbing over trees, going 1 mile an hour if we were lucky.
Wow.
Yeah.
And was that like a, okay, so it was hard. Would you say it was rewarding?
Oh, it was
afterwards?
Definitely rewarding.
Okay.
Being able to look back over a massive pile of trees the size of a small building and say,
Yeah.
I climbed over that or under that or around that, that's definitely a great feeling, knowing that
Yeah.
you just did that.
Yeah, I actually still can't believe like some of the situations we were in and we're just like, we're here now.
Yeah.
We're not there, we're here. It ended. Yeah.
It's over.
Yeah.
It's done
Yeah.
now.
Yeah. What about the views?
Oh, the views were definitely the most rewarding things.
Yes.
There were days where it was just so tough and it was like, is this even worth it anymore? But then you'd see an overlook and you would instantly know it was all worth it to be here on this cliff,
Yeah.
looking out through an entire lake with a breeze.
Yeah. But were you like kind of like anxious at all about like some of the challenges, like as you kind of got into the trip and you realized, you know, geez, this is not going to be an easy
Oh yeah.
trip.
Oh,
You get a
yeah.
little anxious.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I was like, okay.
I feel that's just a very human thing. I feel like, especially with the trail, you just kind of you do get like a little anxious about it.
And to worry about the future,
Yeah.
it's natural.
Yeah, it's natural, but I don't know. Has that process like changed over the years for you? Like the way you handle like that kind of anxiety about like challenge and.
Definitely. The first couple of years, I wasn't sure I would be able to handle anything that
Yeah.
the trail threw at me. But now, this is my 5th year, and I know I can handle it. I
Yeah.
know I can just overcome anything.
And it's just a matter of like doing it, right?
Yeah, you just have to keep going.
Yeah. Yeah. So I think what you're describing here is something called like resilience building, which is like a big buzzword right now. You know, like how do you make kids tougher? Like it's not something you just teach in school. It's not something you can really like pick
Yeah,
up anywhere.
definitely.
And I'm not talking about it like in a masculinity type of sense, like oh you got to be a tough guy. Like this is like legitimate, like it's all attitude, has nothing to do with your gender. It's you know, like getting through difficult things in your life. That's a skill in itself.
Yeah, it's definitely a skill.
And I feel like you really get to practice that at camp. And what type of better skill could you have, like, to be good at? To deal with challenges?
I don't know.
Like, it's such a real world applicability. I know even though we're in the middle of the wilderness, it's not like applicable to like, I don't know, you would say your career aspirations. You don't plan on
Of course it is. I mean,
well,
it's
unless
the
you plan on
ability-
going,
It's the ability to pick yourself up after every single fight.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if it's mental or physical.
Yeah.
It's being able to go on and continue fighting.
Yeah. Absolutely.